Before I continue, I want you to watch this video first, then I'll come back and give my explanation. So as you can see, this is a timing Lula or timing Adler, like we always call it. This is, if you are into Peugeot, you know that this is from EW10 J4 engine, or basically EW engines. So this is a spare one they bought. So I'm going to tell you more about this after we finish watching this video. So this is one that is in good condition, but this is the one they removed that got damaged. You can see it looks like it got melted. Now look at the other part of it that's gummed. On the timing belt, this is a new timing belt. This is a new belt, but then you can see there's nothing wrong with the belt, but part of the, almost half of the Lola, the plastic part of it, kind of melted and gummed on the timing belt and caused a severe damage to the engine. So I'm going to talk about it in a few seconds. I mean, this is terrible. This is one of the things I always warn people. Now you have watched that video, just to give you background. So this video you watched was taken from a Peugeot 406. I don't know about anything about the vehicle. I don't know the owner. I don't know. All I know is the person that sent me this video is one of the mechanics I work with. So maybe the owner of the vehicle is his customer. So according to him, the owner changed the timing belt of this engine a week ago before he embarked on a journey. Changed the timing belt, did a journey. If I according to the mechanic, he said like about 7 days after changing the timing belt, he embarked on a journey, and on his way back from outside Abuja, this happened outside Abuja, he traveled on his way back to, or maybe while he was still on his way to the journey, I don't know, but it happened far away from Abuja, that is Abuja city. Then this thing happened. Watch now what on the video what happened, because the engine had to go off, and the car slept outside Abuja, probably with the owner. He now got this mechanic involved. He had to travel this last weekend to where this vehicle was, and then that's how they found the cause. Eventually, guess what? It damaged the engine valves. The car slept there for I don't know how many days, a day or two. Probably the owner had to also lodge in a hotel, and also had to pay for the transportation of the mechanic, everything. Understand how much you must spend and the stress involved. What I always tell people, now you could say, but he did the right thing by changing timing belt only for this to happen. Number one, I'm going to mention a few things here. Number one, change your complete timing kit. That is what you're supposed to do. It doesn't matter whether it's a Peugeot engine. As I change your timing belt, change the complete kit. That's the right thing to do. Now, there's always an exception in every cases. Doesn't matter whatever the subject is, whatever the situation is, there's always an exception. Now, if you live in Nigeria, you are in that exceptional case. It's going to affect you. For example, that engine EW10J4, EW7J4 engine, I'm not sure the complete kit is available in Nigeria anymore. I used to even sell the complete kit. The timing belt, the timing roller, the timing tensioner. I don't include water pump as part of the kit. It can, but it's optional. You understand? But you see the timing belt, the timing roller, the timing tensioner. Tensioner is what Nigeria has called a timing adjuster. It's actually tensioner. So you see these three things: roller, which is also known as idler, timing idler, the timing roller, the timing tensioner, and the timing belt. They're supposed to go, but because when you say in Nigeria, to be honest, if you can't get hold of the OEM, those high quality, if it's not OEM, those high quality aftermarket, or if you can't get them new one, don't bother. Focus on getting high quality timing belts. Now, the second part of where I'm coming now is, this is where installation matters. I always tell people, your timing belt can fail as a result of how before the installation was done, when they changed the timing belt, when they swap in the old one into the new one, it can damage your engine. What do I mean? When you watch that video, you could see something terrible happen to that roller. You know, the timing roller is actually a bearing, but you could see there are some of them that is usually tends to be complete metal, no plastic on them. But you can see this one, half of it is metal, plastic, the other one is metal. Now imagine, there's nothing like exhaust by that side of the engine. So you could say, oh, maybe it touches the exhaust or the heat or nothing. But so it kind of makes me wonder what could have let that part of the almost half of it to melt. Could it be that somebody changed it and went and bought a fake one and put instead of the genuine one? That obviously that's not the tension. I mean, ideas call it adjuster. That's not it. That's the idler, the loader. Installation, that's where you should not chip in. Now, when it comes to something sensitive like this, something that can be this destructive when it goes bad, do not let anybody to change it for you. It has to be somebody you know for a fact, not just the knowledge of how to change it. But sometimes, see, it takes, I don't know, I would not call it age. I don't know, it's experience or something. I don't know how to. The reason why I'm saying this is this. Now in Nigeria, we don't have access to the new quality ones. Even if we do, it could be restricted or limited. I don't know if they still have Pan Kaduna. Maybe you should try that route to see if you could still get them over there. What you do is, as someone who the acumen is still intact. This is not about common sense. No, you have to have that. Like when you say, oh, this guy is an expert. Oh, this is a professional when it comes to this. When you remove the timing belts, even though you will be able to get those high quality new ones in Nigeria, guess what you do? You assess the current one on the engine. That's what I mean. That's why I say installation can damage you, irrespective of the quality of the newness of the belt. It can still cause the same harm if you install it properly, improperly. You assess it. You assess the tensioner, check the roller, even check the water pump as well. Because if the water pump is giving up at that time or is already weak, you change it. You don't need to leave it. So I don't go back there again. Water pump may not damage your belt, but it depends. If it has become very strong, that it doesn't spin well, it takes a lot of pressure to spin, then it will weaken the belt though. But if it's still free, it's not leaking, it's not making any noise, or you shouldn't bother with it personally, unless you want to change it because you can afford to. But you see your idler, check it. That's why you know it's only someone who understands, who is good enough that be able to tell, okay, this idler is still in good condition, or is almost weak, or the tensioner is almost weak. In that case, in Nigeria, you are better off sourcing for another good used one. Trust me, I would rather do that. Good used one, what I mean is good used OEM. Source another one that may still serve you 2, 3, 4 years. You can tell. That's why it's not anybody that can be able to tell a good tensioner from the other, a good idler or roller from the other. Let the expert, let the professional ones test it for you. Confirm that this is in good condition. So it will work better, it will work well with the new timing belt, or serve you as if it's still a new roller or a new tensioner. That's where it comes. I say installation matters, not just because he's holding a spanner or he comes and says a Peugeot mechanic. It means he can be able to handle. Yeah, he might be able to remove it and put it back and set the timing well. But these are what of the when it comes to making a good judgment on the condition of the other parts the belts work with. That's where I'm coming in. I mean, sometimes. So I don't know what happened, because whoever that did is change that belt. Less than 7 days, this catastrophe happened. Whoever that did that change, I will blame the person, because let's assume the old tensioner there was bad, or the idler, the roller was bad. He now recommended changing it. He now went and bought a new one. If you are good in your field, in what you do, why would you recommend that kind of low quality tensioner for the person? Just a little bit pressure, the thing melted. Imagine. Let's assume it was actually the actual OEM that was there, that it was high quality one, used one. So because he couldn't get a new one, so he left it. If he has used his technical hand, to spin the tensioner, the roller or the idler when he removed the old belt, he would have known that something is wrong. Maybe the bearing inside it has started to drag. So that will increase the heat on it. If your belt is spinning very fast, it will produce a lot of heat, which could also cause the melting of that plastic part of it. Because it's dragging it, it's wobbling, it's becoming very stiff to spin. So you're not forcing it with the belt. Why wouldn't it get hot and start melting anything plastic? These are things you're supposed to do. Or maybe you went and bought a low quality new one that couldn't even stand anything. So at the point it melted. I don't know what to call that thing, because you could see part of it gummed on the belt. If it was a normal brake that it broke or cracked, it probably would have just damaged the belt, cut the belt. Because what happened was, when it melted, got to that stage, the time it jumped and damaged the valves. So this is where I'm telling you guys, learn to know when you can use anyhow mechanic. See, this is not limited to Peugeot. I'm talking about anybody that you know. Find out, number one, whether your engine uses timing belt or not. The only place you could say, okay, you might not bother so much is if it's what's it called, a non-interference engine. But then you could see what this guy went to, the owner of the vehicle. The car stranded the person outside Abuja, hours and kilometers or hundreds of kilometers or whatever outside Abuja. He had to now see how much he has spent. The car parked somewhere. I don't know how he managed to push it somewhere, left it there, started making arrangements for a mechanic to travel from Abuja to go and meet him over there, for them to even diagnose, know what the problem is. And of course, you don't expect the person to have the parts, so probably they had to source for the parts. And then, who knows, whether now the engine is damaged. How did they get the car? Whether they will repair it here or tow the vehicle to Abuja, I don't know what happened. Funny thing was, the mechanic that sent me this video to educate other people, because I work with him, so he knows my standard. I think, in fact, you know, sometimes when you work with them and give them all this instruction and insist, this is how I want it, they don't really understand. Sometimes they will be grumbling. What's the point of doing this thing? But my own customer, this is how I do that. My other people I work with, but why are you always you want everything to be like white man's own? He was the one that called me and said now that he understood why I always insist on these things. I always insist on checking all those components whenever I remove timing belt, no matter how new it is, no matter how the quality of the brand, it doesn't matter. So I'm basically doing what he asked me. You understand? Educating you guys. That's why he sent me this video, and I'm sharing it with you. So don't give your car anyhow to anybody. Anything that has to do with removing and putting back timing belts, even if you are not changing it, maybe you needed to change your water pump or there's oil leak somewhere. Let someone who has some critical thinking mind, technical critical thinking mind, or technical mind. Maybe that's how I'll use it. Critical technical mind, to be able to handle the work for you. Because that's what it means by assessing something. You make a sound judgment based on your findings, what you are looking at, what you are feeling as you are touching it, what you are hearing. It's not just somebody, guy, you see, look okay. You come on. No, that's not how it works. Anyway, I hope it makes sense. Like I said, this, whether it's Peugeot, not Peugeot, this concerns you. Whether it's interference or not interference engine, it concerns you, because even if it's not interference engine, that your timing belt will cut and it won't damage your valve. It will strand you like he did that guy. You will still spend almost the same. The only difference is you change only the belt. Your engine continues, no issue. But you see, that's why you will still spend almost the same amount. Sleep, your car will sleep outside the town, in the forest, in the middle of nowhere. You spend, with all this insecurity in Nigeria now, who knows, anything can happen to you down there where the car stop. Now you have to cater for the person that will come all over to come and fix the car there. And you may even spend all those thousands or hundreds of thousands to come, only for realize that it can't be fixed there. You still spend another hundreds of thousands to tow the car back to your destination where you set out for, or where you are heading to. Like the video, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.